concealer if you have really dark under eye circles like I do. It's me from the future because I have recently discovered that my intro footage for this vlog is unusable. Let me get you up to speed. In today's vlog, I'm going to be taking you through my process to kind of reset and restart after being sick in bed for 7 days. Whether you've had a big work or school project, or you were traveling, you've been sick, or you're just kind of in a funk and want to kind of get back on track, this video is my guide to feeling good again. It has been such a long time since we've talked. Let me get you caught up on the last couple weeks. So 2 weeks ago, my boyfriend and I went to California and we hung out with my family. We spent some time in San Diego. It was such a fun time, but it was a very full-on trip. We were so busy. We weren't getting a lot of sleep. I wasn't resting very much. I was trying to just make the most of the trip and enjoy it. By the day we got back, I was feeling exhausted and drained. And the next morning I woke up so sick, like sore throat, body aches. I was in the most pain I've ever been in from sickness before. It was really bad. That day I actually had 103-degree fever, out of control. That was the point where if it had gotten any higher, I would have had to go to the ER for it. So that was not great. And then I had a fever for 5 days straight, and I ended up being in bed for a full 7 days. So I am so thankful it's over. I feel so grateful that I can breathe, that I can sleep, that I feel good again. So I took a couple of days to kind of slowly come back to life because I really didn't want to relapse. And luckily I haven't so far. Fingers crossed. I'm going to keep taking it easy and going slow. Okay, that's enough from future me. I will let you get back to the vlog. I really hope that you love it. So I did wash my sheets like immediately as soon as I felt better, because there's nothing better than getting into a fresh, clean bed. And now I'm just catching up on my towels. I feel like it's so nice to just reset the house a little bit. So I just caught up on dishes, started the dishwasher, wiped down my dining table area, watered my plants. Those guys were very thirsty. How could I forget this cutie? Hold on. This absolute queen that is in the background of all of my videos. My next step is unpacking and resetting my bedroom, because I still have a suitcase full of clothes that I've been meaning to unpack but didn't because I got sick immediately when I got home. Let's get that done. Did you see my nice filming setup? It is a full production in here. I've been doing this fun thing that I saw Clara, her last name is spelled like Pierce, but I think it's pronounced differently. Anyway, she will clean and reset her house in the amount of time it takes to wash and dry her sheets. I'm in the middle of doing my towels, and I'm just going to take the next like 30 minutes or so that it's going to take them to dry and try to finish all of the little tasks that have been on my to-do list in terms of like resetting and cleaning the house. If I spend like 5 or 10 minutes on my living room, my kitchen, my bedroom, and my office, then they will be like sparkling perfectly clean. And I swear, for me, having a clean space just really de-stresses me. Honestly, I feel very chaotic mentally when I'm in an untidy space. So even though I'm starting to feel a little bit tired, I'm going to push through and try and take the next like 20 or 30 minutes of my towels drying to get the house sorted. I have have been dying to share this. I just haven't made a video in so long, but I was very kindly sent some Clever products to try. This flavor is limited edition, but they also make basic matcha latte that I will probably switch to once I run out of my stash of the honey lavender. It is insanely good. And it's cool because they do like functional drink mixes. So this mix has some adaptogens. I especially love ashwagandha. I find that it really helps me with stress, and it is very evidence, like science supported. And then plant collagen, which is also very science supported. They do a lot of testing on their products, which I love. So they've run clinical trials with their products specifically. I also love the probiotics in this. I've also been testing their super teas that they sent me. So I've only tried strawberry lemonade. It is delicious. So again, probiotics, minerals, they use real fruit, and they have electrolytes in here as well, which is always nice. But I haven't tried these two flavors yet. So mango green sounds incredible, and yuzu lemonade. And here's the really exciting thing. So this is my first ever discount code that I've gotten from a company. So you can use the code Cadence15 to get 15% off of your order, which is like, I'm just beaming saying that because I can't believe it. It's like so surreal and so crazy. So Clever, thank you so much for the gifted products. I have been absolutely obsessed with them and loving them. I'm so glad I found them, and it's something that I would certainly purchase myself. And if you want to try Clever, you can use my discount code, which is so exciting. For those wondering, this is a giant Yogurtland spoon that I got when I was in high school, and I've been using it as an ice scooper ever since, and it works great, and I think it's hilarious. So that is so good. I mean, I'm not surprised because everything I've tried from them I've actually been obsessed with. This flavor is excellent. So they're doing limited edition flavors launching throughout the summer, and they sent me a new flavor that hasn't launched yet. It is by far my favorite. I mean, the honey lavender is amazing too, but this one is even better. Gonna get some work done and do some planning, and I will check in with you later. Chat and fold some laundry. When I'm trying to get back on track, I love to just knock a few things out on my to-do list that I've been procrastinating. The biggest one was just like a huge house reset. So feeling good about where the house is at. I'm gonna just face us towards the light. Ooh, look at that. There are a few things that I like to take care of for my health whenever I'm trying to feel better. The basic things that I feel like I often neglect if I'm busy with work or I have a lot of travel or I'm sick or whatnot. A couple of key things: hydration. So for me, that's electrolytes and water. Making sure that I'm trying to drink around 80 ounces plus of water a day. There is a huge wasp outside of my window. We are having a wasp problem. There was a wasp nest on our outdoor coffee table. So we sprayed that down, but now all the wasps are coming back and trying to find their nest. Anyway, the next thing I try to focus on is nutrition, and my main key things for me, I'm currently in a calorie deficit, transitioning back into tracking, but also in terms of nutrition, I try to focus on fiber, whole foods, and protein. Those are just really the key main things that I try to hit every single day to make sure that I'm prioritizing my health, feeling my best, functioning my best. And then exercise, especially when I've been sick, but even if I've just taken some time off for whatever reason, I like to start so easy. Today, I just went on like a 1.5 mile walk, and that was my entire workout. Very likely I'll do something similar again tomorrow, maybe for a couple more days to just really slowly transition back into exercising, because especially if you've been sick, I feel like it's just not worth the risk of a relapse by going too hard in your first workout back. Regardless of the reason that I've taken time off from working out, I just find that it's really helpful to lower the bar for that first workout back and make it something really simple, like a walk or some stretching or like a 5-minute ab workout, or just something that feels really doable to me, because then I can check that box, have a win, and then slowly progress into more challenging workouts like circuits or weightlifting or things like that will be harder for me both mentally to like get myself motivated, but also physically more demanding. If you're trying to get back on track, I would just say don't be too hard on yourself and consider any kind of movement a win and just build back up to it slowly. Like, we're not in a rush. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Another huge one is sleep. My sleep schedule gets really messed up when I'm traveling and certainly when I'm sick. I've been trying to get back to waking up earlier because that's what just makes me feel my best. In the past, there are many different ways that I've tried to get back on track with waking up earlier in the morning. The one that works best for me is doing it slowly and incrementally in like 10 to 15 minute increments. So going earlier and earlier every day for like a week or so. When I try to just jump straight into it and I wake up much earlier one day, I feel like crap that entire day and I just find it hard to stick to. Probably take me a week or so to get back to the wake up time that I had before this trip and before I got sick. So this morning I woke up at 7 and I'm gonna try and do like 6:45 tomorrow and just keep pushing it back and back until I'm around 5:45 or 6 a.m. Next week, I have something really exciting happening. I posted about this on my Instagram story, but I'm actually going to be cutting like 14 inches of my hair off and I'm gonna be dyeing it too. So I'm gonna leave kind of like the style and some of the details as a surprise because I think that'll be fun to watch. The reason for that is that I actually have a photo shoot coming up the following week. So I'm gonna be doing my very first fitness photo shoot ever. I'm gonna do like new branding for my website and all of my socials. I've been working really hard over the last year and a half on my physique and losing a lot of weight and just getting in the best shape of my life. And I'm just really excited to have some photos to like celebrate and mark the end of this period of my life. After that, I'm gonna be reverse dieting out of my deficit that I've been in for like, feels like a lifetime now. I think it's been a year and a half of fat loss total. I'm gonna vlog the photo shoot day and get some like behind the scenes and whatnot to share with you because I personally love watching those types of videos. And I'm also gonna be documenting my prep for the photo shoot. And I'm gonna do some fun kind of like bodybuilder style stuff to get ready for the shoot just so I can be looking my best. And I think it would be really cool to take you along for that as well because I mean, I'm not sure what I'll look like on the day of this photo shoot, but I can tell you one thing. I'm gonna look much better for this photo shoot than I would on a normal day. I think it would be cool to take you behind the scenes of like what goes into shoots like this, understanding that I don't even look like that on most days, you know? Towels are folded, now time to hang my clothes, which is what I am least looking forward to. And after that, I'm done with the house chores. Everything is finished there, so that is gonna be fantastic. By the way, if you're not using dryer balls, you need to get on it. I just got these on Amazon. They were super cheap, but they help your clothes to dry a lot faster and it prevents like sheets and towels and stuff from getting tangled. I bought a scent that I've been meaning to put into these to make my towels and clothes and stuff smell better in the dryer, but I keep forgetting. Anyway. Okay, let's prep some Ninja Creamies. I'm gonna share my 2 favorite recipes for Ninja Creamy bases right now. This is the key. This is the Fairlife Ultra Filtered Protein Milk. 1 cup of this milk is only 150 calories and it has 13 grams of protein, so that is pretty incredible. I have done many creamy bases using the 2% version of this. I don't even mess with the skim milk version. I know some people like that. I want my milk to be a little bit creamier. The whole milk makes the biggest difference. A cup of the 2% milk is only 30 calories less than this milk. It is worth the extra 30 calories, I promise you. This is what takes it to the next level and makes it actually thick and creamy like ice cream. I have the Ninja Creamy Deluxe. I know the other one is like a different size. So this is just what I do for the deluxe size, but you could probably scale this and just, it's like loose measurements. It's not that deep. I do about 325 grams or milliliters, it's the same thing, of the whole milk. And this is just what I've found to be like the perfect amount that when I add my other protein powder mix-ins and whatnot, that it's like perfectly to the fill line. You don't want to overfill it because that will strain your Ninja Creamy, the delicate flour that it is. This is the Legion Whey Vanilla, 2 servings. So this will be for me and for Cal. So I'm gonna put 2 scoops of protein in it. If I was making this just for myself, I would half the recipe. My secret ingredient. This is the Trader Joe's caramel sauce. I use it to make a salted caramel creamy base. Can you believe that? 19 grams of this is only 60 calories. You know, you can have a lot of fun. But what I like to do is first mix in powder. Now, this mixer is not the best way to do this. Sometimes I'll put the lid on and shake it. I don't know. This mixer is going to struggle a little bit, but it'll get the job done. You don't want like huge clumps of powder in there, but it doesn't need to be perfectly mixed by any means. And then I'm gonna add about 10 or 15 grams of this. I wish I had a spoon, but I am straight out of spoons. Actually just gonna stop at, this is about 12. You can do this to your heart's content. If you want more of that flavor, add more. It's not the end of the world. And then I will just mix that in. I like salted caramel, so I'm just gonna do a pinch of salt. And that is a salted caramel base. It's one of my favorite bases that I have ever made. And then I'm just gonna do a classic cookies and cream. Again, the same amount, about 325 grams of whole milk. I'm using the Legion Cookies and Cream protein powder. This is probably the best tasting protein powder that I've tried. This one is quite simple. Why did I have my hand like that? What is going on? And that's about it. A lot of them I do are very basic, just protein powder and milk. So there you go, cookies and cream and salted caramel. These end up being about 200 calories per serving, and they have around 30 grams of protein. I'll put the exact macros and calories per serving up on the screen. Every day, I just can't wait until the evening when I make my Ninja Creamy. It's the best part of my day. So I just have like really easy dinners that I'm having for the rest of the week. So the only thing I really needed to like food prep was my Ninja Creamy bases, which I barely even consider food prep. You just saw it takes like 5 seconds. I just have like pre-made bagged salads from Trader Joe's that I'm having for meals and like just super easy stuff like that. I've been having a lot of yogurts with like granola and fruit and stuff on top for breakfast. So just like the world's simplest meals, because I find that when I'm trying to get back into my health and fitness and nutrition especially, sometimes I just don't have the energy to like cook things from scratch and get really creative with it. I just want to keep it super simple. I already picked up some groceries that I needed a couple of days ago, so I didn't need to go shopping, but usually I will often like go shopping just to kind of reset. I'll plan a new menu for the week and then I'll do all of my food prep, and that really helps me to kind of like get back into the swing of things. I also like to do a couple of things that just make me feel good and more confident. It sounds silly, but like it honestly really does make me feel a lot better, and it makes me feel like I have my life together. I put on some press-on nails. I've been loving the Olive and June brand. I just get them at Target and they also sell them online as well. Anyway, just added some cute nails. Tonight I'm probably gonna put on some self tanner as well. I just use the Isle of Paradise tanning drops because they're foolproof. I don't want to mess with like a real self tanner because I don't know what I'm doing, so I just mix the tanning drops with lotion. I might even get crazy and do a face mask or something, but even like last night I put these nails on, I waxed my eyebrows, I like did a couple of those things that just make me feel better, more confident. I just really find that it makes a big difference in how I feel and how I show up in my life. If I haven't run my mouth enough in this video, I thought I would give you a little quick update on Project Abs and how things are going. So essentially I set a fat loss monthly weight loss goal, and I have not even been reaching half of that goal. I've been sitting just under half for June and July. On the one hand, that's disappointing, but on the other hand, I completely understand why. I've been traveling a ton. When I'm traveling, I like to try and be present, enjoy the moment, enjoy time with friends and family, and not be so hyper focused on sticking to my nutrition goals that I'm unable to enjoy. And because of that, I've eaten more calories than I should have, and I haven't lost weight. There's no like magic going on here. I didn't lose weight because I was not in a calorie deficit, at least not all the time, right? So I think what ended up happening is that when I was at home, for the most part, I was hitting my calorie targets. So I was losing weight while I was at home, but then since I've spent so much time traveling and with like different holidays like the 4th of July and whatnot, little treat moments here and there, all of these different things have added up, have resulted in me not losing as much weight as I wanted to. But here's the thing, I'm actually okay with it. I feel like I'm reaching a point with my physique where I'm unsure if losing more weight is going to actually get me where I want to go. I'm at a level of leanness that I'm happy with and I feel comfortable in, and I feel really fit and good. And I'm starting to get concerned that if I lost more weight, I just wouldn't feel as good, be as fit and as happy and healthy, honestly. I have been in a calorie deficit for so long that we're getting to a point where I think it's time to give my body a break. I'm gonna use the photo shoot as my end date for my cut, which is honestly exciting. At the same time, it's a little bit nerve-wracking because this is all I've known. This is all I've done for the last year and a half is fat loss. So it's gonna take some time to adjust. It's gonna take some time to learn what my new maintenance is. I'm gonna do a full reverse diet. I'm gonna document that whole process and share what I'm doing, because I would argue that ending a diet and transitioning back into maintenance is the most important part, because so many people will go on a diet, lose a lot of weight, and then not be able to actually maintain that physique that they've reached. So one of my goals has always been that I want to be able to maintain it so that I can enjoy what I've worked so hard for in terms of my physique. Lots to think about. I will definitely be making updates in my upcoming videos and sharing that entire process. But in terms of these next 2 weeks leading up to the photo shoot, I'm going to be more so focused on the things that I can do to kind of look my best on the day, not necessarily losing more weight. I'm going to try and continue to hit my calorie deficit that I've been aiming for over the last few months. But if I don't hit it every day, I don't really feel like it's that big of a deal, because I'm reaching a point with my physique where I'm like, this is probably as good as it's gonna get right now without, going into a building phase or, different other stuff that you can do to continue progressing your physique. But it feels weird to say, because for so long I've been dreaming about the moment where I can stop losing weight and be happy with my physique. And now that I'm here, it's just like, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. It's weird. I want to talk in depth about this a lot more because I have so many thoughts. It's so easy to always hyperfixate on the next thing, the next goal. And I've even found myself falling into the trap of looking at myself in the mirror and being like, oh, I really need to build back some muscle. I need to go straight into a build phase. And then I was like, no, you have worked so hard over the last year and a half to get to where you are. I feel like I deserve to, and I need to just enjoy it and chill and maintain for a little while and focus on other goals in my life. Like I have fitness goals. There are things that I want to improve at. There are all these other goals that I have in my life with my work and my YouTube and other things that I can focus on besides just my physique. So I'm trying to like rein myself in, remind myself that I have other goals to attend to. I have spent the last year and a half very focused on fat loss. I've gotten where I wanted to go, and I'm not just gonna jump immediately, although it's tempting, to the next physique goal of like, I want to build muscle, I want to do this and that and that, because I think it's easy to just never be happy with your physique. I want to really force myself to enjoy where I've gotten to, slow down a little bit, give my body a break. just chill. Like find a hobby, you know? Anyway, I have so many videos I'm excited about coming out in these next few weeks. I promise I'm gonna be better about my upload schedule. I literally made that post on my YouTube community saying I was gonna do better and then proceeded to not post for like 2 weeks after that. In my defense, I was extremely ill. If you're not already following me on TikTok and Instagram, I am posting and getting a lot more active on there. So if you want more like real-time updates of things that I'm doing, I have fun on Instagram stories too as well. So if you wanna come say hi over there, I would love to have you. I hope you enjoyed this video and that maybe it inspired you to do a little bit of a reset in your own life. If you'd like to see more from me, make sure to subscribe. I upload new videos every 3 days-ish, and I will see you next time.